Welcome back, Odooers. My name is Jose Ignacio. Ever wonder what happens when your truck crosses an international border and the border agents ask for your transport paperwork? If you don't have a consignment note or CMR, you've just created a headache for yourself. Think of the CMR note as a passport and contract for international road freight. It's legally required across 55 countries to prove who sent the shipment, the carrier, and who is receiving it. The good news, you don't need to fill this out manually. In this video, we're going to learn how a European food company, Odoo, generates CMR notes in Odoo using the transport management feature. So enough chit chat, let's hop into our database and see how it's done. All right, so first we need to enable some settings here inside of the inventory application. So for that, we're going to go to configuration over here and then settings. Perfect. So the very first thing I want you to make sure once this loads is that the packages setting over here is enabled so that we can specify what exactly goes into our various cross-border shipments. And to batch pick deliveries, we've enabled batch, wave, and cluster transfers as a feature as well. Then if we scroll down over here to my nice little shipping section over here, we've also enabled delivery methods, check, right here to manage carriers for our shipments. Now we want to make sure the start of the show, transport management over here to the right side is enabled. This is required to generate CMR notes. And let's go down a little bit further. Okay, here we are in our product section. We want to make sure that units of measure and packagings is also enabled because we are shipping packagings of one of our products. And lastly, I swear it's the last one right here, we're in our warehouse section. We've also enabled storage locations right here. As always, if this happens to be your first time enabling any of these features, be sure to tick, or in this case, click Save here at the top. Perfect. Now, there are a few things that we won't be covering in this tutorial. First is configuring a delivery method, because that's often carrier specific. I'm going to link to some documentation below to help you get started. The carrier information is listed on the CMR note, so to avoid manually entering it on the form, you're going to want to configure it now. Next is packaging. We've covered the difference between packages and packagings in other videos. And finally is storage locations. We're using them for shipping and receiving docs. And don't you worry, I'm going to link to a lot of information below. All right, still with me? Good. Let's learn more about our company and how they create CMR notes. So here at Odoo, we've entered the chocolate market selling fine Belgian chocolate to markets worldwide. We've already got a couple of sales orders with customers in Germany and Italy, and they're excited to try out our new high-quality bars. So I'm going to set them down. All right, let's move on. So here we are on our inventory dashboard. We have several deliveries to make, so let's check these out by clicking 7 to deliver over here. All right, so let's see. Well, I see a couple of produce deliveries that we need to make, but I was happened to see 2 pastry shops taking a chance on our chocolate. Der Sweet Tooth and Dolce Vita. Please don't cancel me on my pronunciations or for them. I'm quite tired. In fact, I'm so tired that to make it easy to grab all of the chocolate at once, I'm going to create a batch from these deliveries. So I'm going to select the checkboxes to the far left for both of them over here. And then I'm going to click on our actions button over here. And then I'm going to select add to batch. Boom, a pop-up. So we're going to opt to create, in this case, we're going to add them to a new batch transfer. And we're just going to confirm the creation of this batch. Perfect. Once that I do that, I'm going to quickly go up here at the top right corner because it's a notification that the batch was created. And you can actually click the batch number in that notification to open up its form. So the nice thing is now we can go ahead and pick the products and package them all nicely like this. I'm pretty excited. So inside of Odoo, down here, we have the batch open, and in our operations tab, we're going to click on the details link for the first transfer, and it's on the far right. So here we have our nice little pop-up. Now in this destination package field that we have, we're going to first click into this, and we're going to add this to a new package. So we're going to aptly name this pack 001, and it's giving me 2 options. So we're going to click create, boom, and then we're going to hit save. Great, that first one is done. Then we're going to do something similar for the second transfer. We're going to click the details link here, destination package once again. all caps to look professional. And look, our other one is already there. And for this one, we're going to name this one Pack 002. Perfect. Boom. There we go. Great. Now we're going to hit save as well. All right. Now I could split this up into as many packages as I want or need. The point is to document them accurately so it's reflected on the CMR properly. As soon as they're packaged, that's all the setup that we need. Now we can print the CMR form. So how do we do that? Well, you go up here at the top right, or sorry, smaller doopsie, in the top left corner, and we click on this nice little cog icon, hover over print, and there you have it right there. You select consignment note. Boom. And there you have it. When it prints, we get 4 copies of the CMR form, as the CMR convention requires. So the red form is for you, the sender. You keep this copy for your own records. The blue form is for the receiver or the consignee. The green copy is for the carrier's use. And finally, there's a secondary black copy for you, the sender. Because this was generated from a batch order, a CMR note will print for each transfer in the batch. You can print a CMR for an individual delivery as well from the delivery orders action menu, just like the batch order form. And that's it, Odooers. Odoo makes it easy to generate consignment notes for your cross-border shipments in just a few clicks, giving you smooth sailing across borders with fewer paperwork headaches. Be sure to check out our other inventory tutorials to learn more about warehouse operations. Thanks for watching, and sweet transportations.